Okay, welcome back to Layton's Mystery Journey. We spruced up the office a bit last time, and I realized I didn't change Katrielle's outfit for the 8th case. That's a bit of a shame. Oh, it didn't save me doing the epilogue. I forgot to save after doing the epilogue. Does that mean I have to redo the puzzles? Oh no. That one got saved. Other one get saved. Oh, it didn't. Okay. Well, I did this one first try on the end of the last stream, so I should be able to do it again. The secret was just making sure I can break the box. Do that. This. 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 And this. I don't remember how exactly, but I know that made it possible to get to the end. Or was not breaking the box the objective? Now I can't seem to remember. Me. I know I broke the box last time. Yeah, I had to have broken the box. Maybe I didn't. I'm heckin' confused. I swear what I did. This. Did I not want to fill that hole on the left? I keep wanting to use B to undo. Did I want to do that? Again, wanting to use B to undo. Stop pressing B. Okay, you know what? Whatever this was, I did this last stream, so I'll just have to go back and look at what I did at some point. I'm just mad it didn't save. It at least saved the bonus puzzles, right? Yes. And I'm covered on every other case up till now. Very good. Alright, case 9, the Battle of Hastings. Oh, I was gonna change her outfit. I guess after a bit of dialogue. Well, now I've finished my book, I think it's time for a nice cup of tea. Oh, but I just had some tea not long ago, didn't I? In that case, perhaps a siesta. little idea. Instead of being bored idle, how about sorting that dog's breakfast of a desk? Oh no, well I'm afraid I couldn't possibly, not today. You couldn't? Because you couldn't be bothered, you mean? No, Cheryl, that's not it. And Miss Layton has a very good reason for not tidying up. Really? Come on, Pinstripes, later. Because it's Godwin's Day. Godwin's Day? Yes, it's one of the annual bank holidays we enjoy in London. I think Cheryl living in London would know that, since he claims to be a human in a dog's body and all that. Oh yeah, that is a very good reason. Godwin's Day has a very ancient story behind it. Many years ago, right here in the capital, Saint Godwin appeared to the king of the land. Your Majesty, subjects are exhausted because they are working too hard. Do you not see them suffering? The king looked around the land and saw the saint was right. Feeling ashamed that he'd failed to notice his subjects suffering, the king made a day of the holiday from that year forward. He named it for the saint. Obviously, nobody knows if it's really what happened, but anyway, today is a bank holiday, and no one is allowed to work. That's right, as a Londoner, it would be a terrible faux pas to do any work at all today. Traditions are very important, you know. You're such a modern, forward-thinking woman, yet you still hold the old customs. You're an inspiration. You mean she's a procrastinator? Anyway, Pinstripes, if this is a holiday, what are you doing in the office? Oh, I just came to see Miss Layton. I'm not working, don't worry. Now then, miss, would you like another cup of tea? Yep, not working at all. Welcome back. This isn't work, Cheryl. Looking after Miss Layton is a chore. It's raison d'etre. Now, seeing as I don't pay you a salary, you're right. There isn't one. You don't pay him? Well, he said he didn't mind. Be my assistant anyway. Absolutely. I don't mind at all. It's a spiffing job. Did you just lie down on the road and let her drive over you? Oh, we have a visitor. Who could it be on Godwin's Day? Ah, you're here, Cat. Thank goodness I found you. I was ready to throw in the towel if your office was shut. Dear Inspector, you seem to be flustered. Case? Something grisly, perhaps. Grisly don't come close. All my years being a detective, I've never come across a situation stickier than this one. Ollie, what's happened? It sounds like we need to brace ourselves. Okay, Inspector, fill us in. Yes, well, it's delicate, you see. I don't like to think about it, to be honest. The thing is, it's the better half's birthday today. Sorry. Yes, what does that have to do with the case, Inspector? It only happens once a year, see, and, well, to put it bluntly, I forgot. I haven't got a present, or cake, or anything. I wouldn't be surprised if she gave me the heave-ho unless I do something to fix this. So I need you, Cat. I need those little gray cells of yours to get me out of this mess. Inspector. See, it's funny because his last name is Hastings. I was anticipating a case the likes of which I've never seen before, and you give me a marriage rescue operation? That's your cup of tea. Be yours, Cheryl. Talk about being used as a dog's body. Quite right, miss. Nobody likes being used as a dog's body. That's supposed to be funny because he's one to talk. I've got no one to blame but myself. I've just been so busy these months. It slipped my mind. I marked it on the calendar and everything, precisely so I wouldn't end up in this situation. And where is your calendar? In my study at home, and I've got one in the office at the yard. I see. It's no wonder you didn't notice then. Oh, why do you think that, miss? Elementary, my dear Ernest. The inspector just told us he's been busy. Means he would not have time to sit in his study, and probably little time in his office. Out and about. Of course, he hasn't even had time to look at his calendar. Exactly. Getting back home until the small hours. This is another reason I was thinking I'd better make an effort this year. Well, it's not too late, is it? The day isn't over yet. That's what I thought, Sunshine. I've been looking all over the city. Godwin's Day. Every shop I look at is closed. I can't buy her a present. I can't get her a cake. The bakers and the lake are shut. I can't get a table at any restaurant. In fact, this place is about the only establishment I've come across that's open. Well, we're not technically open today. I've got until this evening to come up with something. I'm telling you, I've never seen my little lemon so livid. Gosh, that doesn't leave much time, does it? No, it doesn't. I've been out all day looking for a present, you see, and now here I am, no better off. You gotta help me out, Cat. Help me find a present, please. Yes, I see your predicament, but it's a bank holiday. Please, Cat. On Godwin's Day is not what a gentlewoman does. I think we should try to help, miss. After all, there's nothing sadder than a birthday forgotten by someone you love. You think, Cheryl? Leave me out of this. Well, I suppose seeing as it's you, Inspector, I can make a special exception. Thank you. You're a lifesaver, Cat. It's not exactly detective work, is it? It is if I want it to be. Any mystery solved, as you know. The only mystery is how he got you to agree to help. Inspector Hastings, there you are. What is it, Constable? Let me see. Oh yes, it says here there's been a break-in in the city center. Perpetrators on the run. Really? And he left a note. Oh yeah. Catch me if you can, you stupid pigs. That's a challenge, is it? Right, Booker, I'm on my way. Go ahead to the scene. A break-in? On Godwin's Day, what was the thief thing? Not what you're thinking, that's for sure. Sorry, Cat, I'll have to go down there. Of course, Inspector. You can't ignore bleating Grodin like that. Too right. We haven't worked out anything for the missus yet, have we? Leave that little problem with us. You go and catch that thief. Can't let the people of London in the lurch. That's just not you, is it? No, it isn't. Thanks, Cat. It's a tough job, but someone's got to do it. Right then. Present's in your capable hands. He left rather in a hurry, didn't he? Yes, and we have to hurry now, too. There's no time like the present. I'm not sure what we can do to avert disastrous puns like that. Just have to think of the present so wonderful it makes her forget all about the pun I just made. Do that, I'm sure he'll be able to smooth things over. Heck yeah, Splatoon 3, welcome back, Tom. The problem is how to find an impressive enough present on a bank holiday. What? How do we do that? The inspector said she'd been trawling the streets since this morning. Well, inaction certainly won't help us find the answer. Let's go along the street and see what we can find. Ah, you must be the detective, I presume. Oh yes, that's right. Can I help you? We've spoken before, I think. It's Katrielle. And this must be Ernest. Shirley? Who are you? Oh, sorry, I'm Felicity. Felicity Hastings. Felicity Hastings? You mean you're Inspector Hastings' wife? Yeah, I wasn't sure if we would even see it on the Switch console. That may be a spin-off, but didn't think a 3 would happen. Gotta wait a little longer, though. Yes, that's right. He's always telling me how much you've been helping him. Oh, well, yes, we've worked on a number of cases for him now. Working on one right now. Well, sorry, I mean, my husband has nothing but good things to say about you, I assure you. He thinks you're a very talented detective. Oh, well, I don't know if I'd say London's best, but I don't know if anyone would. She didn't. Apparently, you have a unique personality, a knack for solving difficult cases. Unique personality? That means you're barking. Yes, and I hear you're a genius when it comes to puzzles. In fact, I have one right now. Birthday brain teaser. Today is this preschooler's birthday. There were some number-shaped candles for the cake to show her age, but they've been dropped on the floor. If you arrange 3 of them together, they should make the right number. Okay, she's a preschooler. I don't know if it's any different in London, because keep in mind this game is taking place in London. But in my area, that would mean they're around 4? Maybe... maybe 3. Start moving things in and see what we can... That's part of a 7, that's part of a 1, that's... If I do this, it looks like an 8, but there is absolutely no way that a preschooler is 8. To do that to make a makeshift 0? It's possible to make a 9, which upside down would be a 6. I mean, you wouldn't turn the candle upside down, because that's still where the fuse, the wick is. But you could turn the candles upside down, it just doesn't let you turn them in the puzzle itself. Would 6 count as a preschooler in London? Oh, I might be able to make a 3. Yes, it is very possible a 3, and that's a more likely number. Alright, I'm gonna be blunt. It might be 3, but I'm so not sure, especially because the quality of puzzles in this game can be very hit or miss. So I'm gonna make absolutely sure with the hints, just because if I have to restart the game to get my Picarats back, that's a lot of dialogue to redo. There was no opportunity to save during all that. Reread the question carefully. There were some candles to show her age. They've been dropped and in pieces. arrange 3 of them together, they should make the right note. This is the exact same hint. Okay. So they do just want the 3.
This is an interesting one.
I don't know, sometimes I don't know with this
Mystery
game.
or any puzzle solved.
Yeah, I guess a lot of people are hyped for Skyward Sword because those controllers they're releasing alongside it are already sold out. I have plenty of Joy-Con, so I didn't need them. But I did see the news going around that it's like already sold out of pre-orders at some retailers. I can see why my husband calls on your services so frequently. If only all problems were so easily... Oh dear, do you have something on your mind, Miss Hastings? As a matter of fact, I'm rather down in the dumps today. London can be a very gloomy place when you're not feeling best. Sorry to hear that you're not happy. Hope that changes for you soon. Aren't you sweet, Katrielle? Don't suppose I could bend your ear. Of course you could. I'd be glad to hear your troubles. Just my husband's job is so demanding. I know it's a wonderful thing he does, and I do support him. Just once in a while, it'd be nice if he thought about me a little. My birthday today, and as it's a bank holiday, I'd hoped we'd spend some time together. Yes, of course. Birthdays are very important, I think. So I was fuming when I found out he'd forgotten. Then he got all dramatic and said, I'll get you a present if it's the last thing I do, and ran off. Well, the present would be nice, but the truth is... Felicity? Sorry, listen to me. I've done nothing but grumble and grouse. I thought I could pop out to the hairdresser, maybe get an ice cream home and cheer myself up, but everywhere's shut, of course. I suppose I'll have to try and forget all about it and go home with my tail between my legs. Well, I don't want to take up any more of your time. That poor woman is very upset. Mr. Hastings said she was angry, but she didn't seem angry. Not so much a bloodhound as a melancholy. We must find a good present, if not for Inspector Hastings, for Felicity herself. Hear, hear. I wonder what would be good. So we didn't ask what sort of things she likes, did we? I suppose an outfit of some kind or jewelry would be an obvious choice. Just the sort of thing we might find at the boutique down the road. I didn't need to drag that piece, I just need to press A. It's already a pointless mechanic, and they finally realized it and just started putting the piece in the right place for you. Okay, now I can save. While I'm at it, like I said, I forgot to change her outfit, and this is my first opportunity to do that. That's something else we haven't seen. Got the picnic. Alright, no puzzle from you. Coins, hidden puzzles, collection items, find any. Yeah, so I'll certainly be trying out Skyward Sword. I never played it on the Wii, and the Switch version seems like the way to go. I was also happy to see Legend of Mana, because I started when Collection of Mana came out on E3. A couple months later, I picked it up. About last year, I got through the whole collection, spread out over the course of the year. Now I've played the first 3 Mana games. So now the 4th one getting announced for summer, coming to Switch. That's just a nice convenient way for continuing my history lesson in the Mana games. And of course I want that warp pipe on my island, so that I can warp around. I am amazed that they made that function. Mario Golf is a franchise I haven't touched since Toadstool Tour, but I did touch the indie darling Golf Story on the Switch, which had some of those early Mario Golf elements like the stat distribution in story mode and the timing of how you use button controls to swing your club. So it's a very Camelot feeling game. So now to have that back with Mario himself, it's a welcome addition. What a stroke of luck, this little shop being open. That must be why it's called the Lucky Clover. That old lady we often bump into said it had unusual opening times. Are you sure it's open? The woman who runs it might just be stock taken. Well, it's certainly not bustling with customers. Oh look, there's Miss Price, the owner. First we raid her store for money and other items. Anything we can come across. Like the fancy fan. Or this hidden puzzle. Four jockeys are talking about the patterns I have on their tops. Can you work out which pattern they have? Star, triangle, or diamond? Select the jockey's faces to see what they have to say and select the top. B is a different pattern to A and it's not a diamond. C is different from B. D is different to me and it's not a diamond. A has the same pattern and it's not a triangle. B has a different pattern to me and it's not. D has a different pattern from D has a different pattern to me and it's not a diamond. A has the same pattern to me and it's not a triangle. What works?
This puzzle's got some bite. That was too easy.
Yeah, I'm not sure what game in particular you mean, if any. But yeah, we can give. I'm certainly one to give the game some time. Well, show itself before I make judgments. And if you're Square Enix, you let people make judgments way in advance through an official survey. You can go play the Triangle Strategy demo. I downloaded it, but haven't really dug into it yet. Alright, anything else to raid from this shop? Blah 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 dialogue. Coin. Take the fashion farthing. Makes sense to find those in a boutique, I guess. Alright, story progress. Talk to the lady. Ah, welcome. Feel free to... Oh, what am I thinking? What do you want? It's unusual to find a shop open on God Wednesday. It's actually very fortuitous. Because I'm not open. Oh, well, we saw the door was ajar and we thought... I just came to pick up some things, that's all. I won't be here for long. The shop is closed today. So you won't sell us anything? I'm sorry, no, it's a bank holiday. No one works on God Wednesday, do they? I'll have to ask you to come back another time. And that's how you get nowhere fast. We've come away empty-handed. Really thought we'd struck gold when we found the lucky clover. Does that mean the clothes and accessories are off the list of possibilities? That's a real hopeless mission. We'll just have to see if we can find another shop that's open. Like where? Well, there are a few other shops around Chancellor Lane we could try. That's worth a shot. Go see what they've got. Yeah, I can kind of understand why, if you're double dipping on the game, like Skyward Sword for example, you might not want to spend full price on it. And that's fine. You want to save your money for other things if you only have so much to go around. But you don't need to take it out on people who are willing to pay the full price. Like, for those people who might want the enhancements but don't want the full price, it'll go on sale. It's guaranteed to go on sale eventually. But if you want it sooner, and you can justify the $60 price for yourself, then I don't see any problem with it. I'll probably end up paying that price because I'm one of the people who also never played the game originally. So it would be a completely new experience, and I'd probably get a good number of hours out of it. Not that hours is the only metric to judge a price by. So let's see, are any of these shops open? The restaurants seem to be shut, miss. Wants to take a holiday when they can, I suppose. Isn't that the Lipsky brothers? Oh yes, perfect. Alex could sell us a birthday cake for Mr. Hastings. Do you think the patisserie is open? Hey, it's that creepy kid who snuck into our room on the cruise ship. Hey, it's terrific that we don't have to go to school and all that, but I wish some shops were open. I was really looking forward to going out and buying new things. Oh dear, I hope it isn't spoiling your day. I'm just a bit bored, that's all. What are you up to? Do you want to do something together? I'm sorry, we're right in the middle of an errand, actually. Oh, so you haven't got the day off then? What a pity. By the way, I almost forgot to check for coins. Do. That bush still shakes, but it doesn't have a coin in it anymore. But there's a puzzle in the one nearby. Help the bees fix their nest when after it falls to the ground. The cells are not allowed to be adjacent to another room of the same type. That's looking good so far. So this one needs to be an empty cell, but that's in. Not a J. Problem is, I can't really do that. Like, I need, like, that has a lot of adjacent empty spaces. That wouldn't work. I think I've got it.
This puzzle's got some bite. I ain't nothing but a hound's dog.
Save, cause I'm paranoid. 111 puzzles solved at this point in the game. And it's about to be 112. Francie, that will not work. But your way is a stupid way. Gosh, we seem to have caught them in the middle of an argument. Alex, Hans, what are you quarreling about? Oh, it's you. Good, you come at right time. We are trying to solve difficult puzzle. Maybe you help us, Kat. Piece of cake. In the picture, you see a cake shaped like a number 6. You need to cut the cake in a straight line to make 2 numbers. How could you cut the cake to make the largest possible total if you added the 2 numbers together? I see a place where you could make it a 5, and I'm not sure what that other number would be, though. Of course, it's possible to make a 1 and a 0, but that doesn't really do anything. Write out the memo. I'm not seeing that effect. What would this total? Alright, what other numbers exist? No way to make a 4 out of it. No way to make a 3 out of this. I wish I could maybe get a better look at the cake. I mean, to me it looks more like a 1 and a 0 than anything, and of course you could cut it that way, but if you add 1 and 0, you only get 1, so that's the obvious answer, which means it's incorrect. Oh, wait, I remember now. I know how it's done. Okay, so see this line of filling in the center of the cake? I think we gotta cut it that way. And if we turn the 6 upside down, assuming that it says it's supposed to be a 6, even though it doesn't really look like a 6. But if we turn it upside down, that makes a 9. And if I cut it horizontally through the layer, that makes 2 9s, which adds up to 18. And I don't see a better answer than that.
I eat puzzles like this for breakfast. That was too easy.
Da-da-da! Ah, now I am seeing the answer. No, yes, very tricksy. As patisserie, this way of cutting cakes is not good. It makes me uncomfortable. So, what are you both doing here today? So, Bratzy and me, we're going out. So the patisserie isn't open then? Try sign a bit louder, Pinstripes. What about Elizabeth Tower? Is there never any maintenance work to carry out on Godwin's Day? Oh yes, sometimes, but I adjust all clocks carefully yesterday, no work day. Bratzy and me never have holiday at the same time, so we arranged long time ago to do something together. That sounds lovely. Oh yes, I am not sure. I am thinking about staying home or relaxing instead, but Bratzy wants to go out. Oh, I don't know if you caught the puzzle we just did, but that one was all about seeing double the cake. Things go good. Happy post-direct day. Sometimes it's nice to stay in, isn't it? What are you doing today, detective? You want to see us for something? Oh yes, we're doing a favor for Inspector Hastings. He's a bit of a tough spot. Oh yes, careful cat, it's catching. It's his wife's birthday today, you see. But he's been so busy solving crimes, he hasn't gotten a present or cake or anything. Oh yes, this man is too busy, always running around like chicken without head. We are very grateful to Inspector. Maybe there is something we do to help. Oh no, we wouldn't want to inconvenience you, you're just on your way out. I'm sure we'll manage something. Good luck. Please buy interesting and fun gift for Inspector's wife. Thank you, we'll do our best. Looks like our cake isn't gonna happen either, so we'll have to think of something else. I wonder how the Inspector's getting along with the case he was called to. Even if we manage to find a present in time, it won't do if the Inspector himself isn't available. It's true, perhaps we should find him and let him know how we're getting on. How will we find him, though? Do you know where he is? Let's go to Scotland Yard, and if he's not there, we'll ask. If this case does not have the most obvious solution in the world, then I don't know what else to tell you. Back to the Dorette. I was very happy with the Smash reveal. Very, 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 very happy with the Smash reveal. Xenoblade was like my most played game on the Switch. At some point Splatoon overtook it. And then we're also getting Splatoon 3 next year. So You know, those two things really hit home. So does Legend of Mana, because I just got through the collection of the first 3 last year. Of course not. Earnest criminals don't take the day off. No rest for the wicked. I wonder if Inspector Hastings is back. I do hope he's managed to catch that burglar. We could ask that Bobby outside the building if he... Or we could steal from this fire hydrant and find a snow globe. Yeah, well, let me tell you. Even if you're not hyped for Pyra and Mithra themselves, which, you know, if you didn't play the game, you're probably not, understandably so, I won't fault you there. But you can be hyped for the music. Because you don't need to have played the game to understand what good music sounds like. And maybe they'll do some rearrangements that actually sound good, or maybe they'll just stick to the original versions again. Either way. So how neat would it be if Ace actually got to rearrange their own stuff and do more with it than just stick random pieces together in a medley? Xenoblade 1 medley is one of the ugliest remixes in Smash. And any original version of those songs from the game outdoes the medley by a long shot. Could be a chance to redo some songs in some new ways. Also, their Pyra and Mithra's final smashes are not spoilers. Unlike just something in Shulk's. There is an aspect of Shulk's that spoils something. For Xenoblade 1. But they did not go the spoilery route for Xenoblade 2. Yeah, that definitely would have been disappointing if Final Fantasy, of all franchises, being as huge as it is, didn't get some sort of update to the soundtrack after that. And I have a puzzle from Poponyo, man. Let's see. Mario Golf is also hype, because I haven't gotten to play a good one of those since the GameCube. Skyward Sword is a game I missed out on in the Wii days, so having that is nice. A man and his partner are having a strange conversation. The man says to his partner, "It was our 7th anniversary on 30th of June last year. It will be our 10th anniversary next year. What date did they broach this topic?" The anniversary in question happens once per year, every year, no more and no less. It was our 7th anniversary on June 30th of last year. It'll be our 10th anniversary next. It's gotta have something to do with New Year's or New Year's Eve. Or maybe it has something to do with the June 30th date itself, so if it will be the 10th anniversary next, let's get a year in here for example's sake. Let's say this wedding. I did not mean to do that. I didn't know you could fill that much of the screen with it. What is the point of this? Why would you fill that much? I just wanted to write. Everything went dark. I, it's so hard to write with a. I'm American, so I put the month first. Don't judge me. Or do, but do it quietly. Now, let's say this was the year 2000. For sake of example. And in 10 years, it would be 2010. Very hard to write. Okay, it was the 7th anniversary last year. 7th anniversary is 2007, for example. Let's say that last year is 2007. And to be able to jump to the 10th anniversary. Are they like between the 8th and 9th? Because it's June, right? So that's in the middle of the year. Let us say June of last year. And I know the year itself doesn't come into play here because they didn't want to date it. Just trying to use that to make sure I pin down the right month, day. Say it was. Let's say it was New Year's of 2000. If it was like New Year's 09, then it would still be that year for the 9th anniversary and next year for the 10th anniversary. But that wouldn't be last year for the 7th because last year would be 8th. But if I take it back to New Year's Eve, eight. Last year was the 7th. And is this happening right as the date changes from one year to the next? Cause then in that case I don't know whether to put New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. I mean, it's not June 30th. Can't be June 30th because then it would be exactly 1 year ago for last year and 1 year forward for next year. That. Why am I blanking so hard here? Or is it the day... Is it the day after their 8th anniversary or 9th anniversary? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ah! Also I'm dropping a bunch of frames. That's not great. My frame situation itself. Oh my god, this should not be taking me this long. Yeah, it's gotta be before the 9th anniversary. After the... It would be New Year's Eve after this... After the 8th anniversary. By setting it on New Year's Eve, you're still in the year of the 8th anniversary. Then is that... But next year would be the next day, so that doesn't work. Frick heck. This is June 29th somehow. I'm weak. I'm during the 8th anniversary. But late enough into the year of the 8th anniversary that he can say next year. Or the 9th, 10th. I'm still weak. Okay, so I was overthinking this then because it's... No, wait, because... Is there any overlap there? The first interval ends on December 31st, 8th anniversary year, but the next one starts January 1st, 9th anniversary year, and that's not the same date, and that's where I wasn't sure. Cause like, which one is it? If he like says it at the If he says it as the date is changing from the 31st to the 1st, then which date is the answer? I mean, do I have to say that he started the conversation on the 31st, or that he finished the conversation on January 1st? It's the only way to make the two intervals work, isn't it? I am super weak. Yeah, there's a small window, but that's the problem. The small window is on 2 dates. Okay, it wants when it started. Thank you. Thank you, Super Hint, for clarifying that you wanted the start time. Though maybe the word broached was supposed to imply that's when it started. I don't know. Who uses the words broached this topic in everyday conversation? I don't.
Puzzles are made for solving.
Well, good for you. If you enjoy those words so much, you should get it on a brooch. Which is not the same, it's not spelled the same way as brooch. But that's the best joke I could make, because I am weak, and I needed the Super Hint to tell me that they wanted the start time. Anyway, we're not buying a Paponyo! Else heading over here. I think I got all that worked out. Save! That's not the save button. Saving! See, you don't have the day off either, even though it's a bank holiday. Hello, hello, quite right, Miss. Godwin's Day means nothing to us coppers. But we all well knew that we were getting into this game, so no complaints. Keeping the public safe is our #1 priority. Gosh, what a noble attitude. Not that I'd say no to a lion if the opportunity presented itself, of course, I'm only human. The good people of London come first. We have a priority straight. Well, I think you're doing a wonderful job, officer. Ah, you're too kind, lad, too kind. It's words like those that help me beat the alarm clock in the morning. I don't suppose you know if Inspector Hastings has come back to the yard yet. I do apologize, madam, but I've only just arrived at my post and have yet to see the inspector. Oh well, perhaps there might be somebody inside who knows. The reception area. Oh, it seems busier in here than ever. No sign of Inspector Hastings down here, though. Perhaps he's still out chasing that thief. You know, I never really paid attention to the overall puzzle difficulty. I can't say if I agree or disagree with that, so I'll give you a solid maybe they did. I just don't remember. There's the detective who came to find the old super stitch before. It was 7 squares a sliding puzzle because sliding puzzles were the hardest mandatory puzzles. Oh wait, mandatory. No, I'm thinking of Sorry, the sliding puzzle I'm thinking of was completely optional in the challenge section. So, disregard what I just said. Yeah, I don't remember what 7 squares is. That one of those math puzzles where the lines have to work out. Let's go and ask. Hello there, oh yes, Miss Layton, sorry for interrupting before. Not at all. Did you manage to catch the culprit in that break-in? Well, according to my notes, it was called away to another incident before it was resolved. Inspector Hastings is back, though, in his office. That means he's already solved the case. Go and find him. Hidden goodies. Where are the hidden goodies? Oh no. There's island cabinets. Bunch of coins in there. You have a puzzle. Hello, hello, hello. They got a puzzle for you. Brother's homecoming. A multiple choice question. Ugh. I know I struggled on the last one, but come on. Downgrade me to a multiple choice question. Two brothers left for school at 9 in the morning. The older brother came home at 6 in the evening. When did the younger brother return? He came home later than the older brother. There's even a puzzle? It says when they left. This is like addition, isn't it? 9 in the morning. Older brother came home at 6 in the evening. And the older brother, therefore, took 3 hours, 6 hours, that's total of 9 hours. So, A is wrong. If he came home later, it needed to be longer than 9 hours. 6 in the evening is not later than 5 p.m. Oh, okay, now I see the puzzle. That was bad of me. I made an assumption. You know what they say about assuming things. When did the younger brother return? Well, then A actually might be right, because... Well, no, it says they both left at 9. I mean, certainly, based on wording alone, it can't be C, right? That's what they want me to think. They want me to think it can't be C because C outright says before his big brother, even though the younger brother came home later. Alright, obviously there's a trick. I mean, I guess you could make the argument that B could be right if it was the next day, but it doesn't say 5 p.m. the next day. The 7 hours after leaving the house puts him at say 4 p.m. 4 in the evening is earlier than 6 in the evening. The wording of the question does say they leave at the same time, right? Because A would be right if it was implying that the younger brother left home later than the older brother. And his 7 hours could keep him out later than the first one's 9 hours. Like if there was a bigger than 2-hour difference between the time he left. But it doesn't say that, it just says 2 brothers left home at 9 in the morning. The B is the only one that leaves room for something. Like, it's the only one that leaves room for interpretation. 7 hours after leaving the house is one specific time. 10 minutes before his big brother is one specific time that is opposite to being later than his older brother. 5 p.m. They didn't say which 5 p.m. Frick it.
I've seen how to solve this now. Puzzles are made for solving.
There's that puzzle taken care of. And of course we save. Sure enough, the inspector is here, which means we loot his office. Who keeps a puzzle in the cushions? A waste of cushions. Oh, back to this. All 3 children have the same amount, and there's a thing they dislike. Alright, once again, 4 pizzas between 3 kids means they each get 4/3 of a pizza. Okay, right now they each have half a pizza. One-third is 2 slices, so another way I could say this is that they each need to get 1, 2, 6, 7, 8 slices. I have any that are just 3 slices. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That adds up to 8. That in there. That adds up to 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then one of the eggs makes 8. And everything else left over has to add up to 8. Yeah, I mean, unless you're against eating pork in general, then I could understand not wanting it there. Although, Is that an egg on the pizza? Like, is this guy averse to eggs on pizza? Do people put eggs on pizza? Or am I just misinterpreting what that's supposed to be? Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No tomatoes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No bacon.
This puzzle's got some bite. I ain't nothing but a hound dog.
I mean, I guess the argument for eggs would be that, you know, if you make an omelet, then you have eggs as the foundation, and people do mix in tomatoes and cheese to omelets. So by that logic, I suppose it would make sense to put an egg on something that is covered in tomatoes and cheese. Like, actually, that could be a breakfast pizza right there. Like, you start with a bagel as a foundation, and then you lay down some salsa for the omelet, and then melt some cheese on top, and then crack the egg and cook it. There's your breakfast pizza. I've never done that. I've never had eggs on pizza either. That's my attempt to justify it. Coin in the drawer. Coin in the box. There should be one more coin. Desk lamp. Coffee cup. Desk lamp. I already tried the clock. Haha, the drawer that wasn't open. Ah, Booker was right, the inspector's back. Ah, Cat, hello. You've been here long, I've only just got back myself. No, we've just arrived. Did you manage to catch your man? Of course, with a little help from Joe Public. Picked him alright. Oh, that's good news. What sort of help? He was a slippery convertible. One quick on his pins, he ran off into this park. But because it's Godwin's Day, the place was packed, so I had an idea. I shouted out, "That fellow's a thief!" And with that, all the people in the park went after him. They soon had him surrounded, and then all I had to do was slap the cuffs on him. Gosh, that really is help from the public, isn't it? Anyway, more importantly, have you come up with a present for Mrs. Hastings yet? Not yet, I'm afraid, Inspector. As you discovered for yourself, everywhere is closed. I had a nasty feeling that's what you'd say. Don't be defeated, Inspector. It's not over yet. Still have some time before nightfall. Yeah, but there's no hope of getting a present, is there? Every flamin' shop in the city is shut. And it's too late to go traipsing further afield now. There's a word I need to use more. Every flamin' shop. I need to start using flamin' in place of the other F word. Pretty good one. I think that's more of a British thing, not a swear word censorship thing, but... You know, it starts with F, so it works. It's too soon to give up. There may be other ways of obtaining a present we haven't thought of yet. Keep thinking and looking out for something that Felicity would like. Thanks, Cat. Beats me why you're going to such trouble to help me, but I appreciate it. It's quite simple. I'm doing it because I want to. Blimey, you sure you aren't too nice to be a detective, Cat? Anyway, what have you got in mind? Starting to think the answer doesn't lie in shops. But I have an inkling that someone I know may be able to help. Oh, who's that then? All in good time, Inspector. I need to head over to Guildhall. Although I can't promise the person in question will be there. Well, it's just down the road, so I'll come along with you. What have I got so far? It's Godwin's day, everywhere's closed. His wife wants to enjoy the day with him, but he's busy. He was so busy because he had to catch a criminal, the public just helped him out, and when we tried to find a cake for him, we found that the brothers had just made plans to spend the day together. All of this is somehow going to solve the mystery of how to make his wife happy. Because it's her birthday. Yes, this is a case. Puzzle. Nice to see a father figure actively supporting his child in this game. Not the mom carrying the baby around and cuddling him and all that. It's actually the man. Should have been rolling dice in a sandpit, leaving patterns in the sand. Now the imprint from one side of a particular die has been obliterated. So whose die made the marks? And each die has one of each design, but each die is different. Oh, it's one of those, roll the thing along and, So what happens if they roll it along, so I need to see what had the clover in this, or did they just press them down individually? It says rolling dice around. Imprint from one side. Okay, yeah, these all come from the same die, so that's how you figure. The die needs to be able to move from clover on side. Clover side is down. Then the side on the top of that is smiley face. And then all around the edge in this order goes from diamond to X to square, which means X to square, it might be possible here. This one goes from square to heart, so it's not C. I don't see it being probably. I guess so. Well, okay, let me think through it on a die-by-die basis. So for C, the clover's at the top, which means it would have to start with that side down. So then the next side, the one that is the side facing the blonde girl, would have to be the smiley face. And then from there, it would have to be a left to right movement to get to the diamond. Which all we see is the square and heart, so maybe, but if the smiley face is on the side facing the blonde girl, then square would be the third. It would be the third one in the row, because it would either go heart square or invisible diamond square. So that means C is out. C is officially out for that reason. Right, D would have the same logic. The smiley face would have to be facing the boy in the green jacket. That would have to go diamond to X. There would have to be a... Oh, that's not the diamond, though. That's the square. But the diamond could be on the invisible left side. Then go to X square. And then if the diamond is opposite the square, it might very well be D. D might be the one, and the invisible one would be a sideways clover. D works. Let me make sure I can disprove A and B. A is actually very easy to disprove. If you started with the clover side down, then move it forward with the clover facing the way it is, you'd have to move to the heart, and it's a smiley face after that, not a heart. Actually, same thing with B, except the heart would be sideways. I'm gonna give it to D.
This should do it, I think. Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
Okay, good. Took a decent amount of thought, but was completely reasonable. That is how you puzzle. Oh, the baby's infatuated with him. It'd be impossible not to be, wouldn't it? I don't understand how they come out looking so adorable. Do you understand it? They look cutesy wootsy. Oh, wait, I thought he was gonna give story progress. My bad. It's hard to tell sometimes. That was not relevant to the case. Try to read it out loud if it's relevant to the case and not bother if it isn't. Alright, you there. Oh, hello. Ah, hello, Miss Tate, I believe, isn't it? Are you working on God Wednesday? Oh, no, Why are you here? See, I just got on my way home from my grandma. Ah, that explains it. I thought it was rather queer to find you here. Are you, working? Oh, it's a bank holiday. Sort of, yes. Not exactly work as such, but... I hope you managed to find some time to relax. Busy as the mayor. Ah, is Mayor Loanita in today? Yes. I think I saw her heading into her chamber. So she's probably working now. I should think, maybe. Well, if you excuse me, I have to be getting along. Of course, thanks for your help. I had a feeling Pepper would be here even today. She's so devoted to her job. So we're here to see the mayor. Yes, I feel sure she'll be able to help us. Interesting idea. See what she suggests. Mayor. She may or may not have an answer for us. Yeah? That was one of my best puns ever. Come on. She's not here. Maybe she's gone home. Gone home? I was hoping she'd be able to save the day. Might have gone. Oh, I've got it. Really? Just a stone's throw from where we are now. It's one of the mayor's favorite places. I can't think. Where do you mean? Do you remember looking out over the city lights with her before? Ah, the balcony. Okay, but no one's here, so we can just steal all the coins, puzzles, collection items that we want. I'll be none the wiser. That should do it for coins. There's usually only 3. Is there anything else? No dialogue. Fair dialogue. Trying to see if there was any dusty old puzzles or collection items. Alright, to the balcony. We will also raid for money even though she's here. Blah blah blah. Show me the money. That is more dialogue. Show me the money. Or a puzzle. We can take a puzzle. You never get enough of hiding stuff in chimneys. A friend for why? Here are several letters divided into 3 groups. The group on the left contains MU, the group in the middle contains HO, and the group on the right contains CE. The middle group has special features of both the left and right group. Y has come along, but which group should it join? Oh, it doesn't let me swap to this picture on the big view. Okay, the left group has a vertical line of symmetry down the center. The Y does have that feature, so it would fit in on the left group. So then the question is it just the left group, or is it also got a feature from the right group? Which, that's a horizontal line of symmetry, of course. Y doesn't have that, but H and O have both. Them in half. Symmetrical halves, both ways. So yeah, Y just belongs to the vertical symmetry group. Simple enough.
I've seen how to solve this now. Puzzles are made for solving.
I know a thing or two about lines of symmetry in the alphabet because I teach geometry. Ah, the London Bridge has money for me to steal. So does that chimney. Even. And right into another puzzle. I thought we might find you here, Pepper. Katrielle, you obviously know me very well. It was a simple case of deduction. Was? I already had an inkling when we stepped through the door into the mayor's chamber. Did? I never noticed any giveaway signs. Once I saw that her chamber was empty, I just knew. You just knew. You didn't deduce anything, it was just a hunch. Okay, look. It wasn't that hard, but it also wasn't just a hunch. Because her secretary confirmed she came into work and she was just seen in her chamber. But she wasn't in the chamber, and the secretary and us outside didn't see her leave. So, duh? Of course she was out here. Anyway, what are you doing out here on the balcony? Oh, I was just mulling over something. Came out here for a change of scenery. It's a puzzler, actually. Could you help me solve it? Mystify. Oh no, more dates. From left to right, we have person A, B, and C. Based on their comment, figure out their birth months. Wow, this is much easier than the other way. 2 months after me, 6 months apart. Month whose number is 3 times bigger than mine. Right. Keeping in mind that the domain of this function is the numbers from 1 to 12. C is 2 months after, so... Okay. Well, actually, I can't use a subtraction equation for this, because if it's something like they were born in February, and I was born in December, then that subtraction doesn't work. So I should stop trying to do this algebraically. That won't work. He was born in the month whose number is 3 times bigger than mine, which at least narrows the possibilities. Because these are whole numbers we're talking about, it has to be a multiple of 3. So, it's at 3, 6, or 9, or 12. Now, which one of those works with the other condition? Actually, that also means that C has to be 1, 2, 3, or 4, because those are the only months you can multiply by 3 and still get another month. And then C was born 2 months after me, which means 2 months before January is November, 2 months before February is December, 2 months before March, January, and so forth. So there, I've got it down to a range. Actually, wouldn't all of these work? Oh, wait, B was 6 months apart from A. I'm skipping that piece of information for some reason. Let's see. November and March are not 6 months apart. December and June are. That's 8. That is 10. Okay, it's the second row. Whee! I like that. That's me showing my reasoning. I'm sure you can get that intuitively. There. Actual process. Shown in writing. I'm awesome.
This is an interesting one. Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
Yep, still getting recipes for ideal meal 9 cases in. So that's the trick. Oh, it was nothing really. Now I can get back to looking at those papers. You're working hard even though it's a bank holiday. Oh, it's not work really. I enjoy reading through documents. Pepper, it's me you're talking to. That's not... Well, we're all working even though it's Godwin's Day, aren't you? Those long faces don't look like they belong to people on a social call. Well, thing is, it's Fletcher Hastings' wife's birthday. Because of the bank holiday, he can't find anywhere open to buy a present. I'm embarrassed to admit, but I've been so busy I clean forgot. You forgot? Inspector, shame on you! It's only once a year. Birthdays are very important, you know. Birthdays are a time to celebrate your arrival into this wonderful world of ours. You should always be the center of attention on your birthday. It should be the happiest day of your year. Also, the puzzle we just did for her was about birthdays, so, you know, that's a little more diegetic, I guess. Or at least it's thematic, if not diegetic. Honestly, a husband should never ever forget something so important. Even if you somehow persuade your wife to forgive you, I won't. Sorry to say, worshipful mayor. Ah, that's the Pepper I know. Deeply passionate about all kinds of festivity. Yes, I am. I have tried. You know, I've been running around the city today looking for a present for my little lemon, but everywhere's shut. It doesn't look like it would be possible to buy a present today, which is why we've come here to see you, Pepper. Me? Well, because I know you're always thinking of what people need and what will make people happy. I thought of all the people I know, you'd be the most likely to come up with a good idea. I'm flattered that you thought of seeking my advice. It seems to me, Inspector, that you're approaching this the wrong way. You've been intent on finding a present for your... But the truth is, material things don't make people happy. Not fully. Yes, I suppose the Riverside Festival is a good example of that. It's not a material object, but it certainly makes people happy. Exactly. I suggest you stop thinking about a present. Start thinking about what would make your wife happy. That's brilliant advice. Well, I see that you know what I'm talking about, Katrielle. Hang on. Birthday without a single present? That can't work. I think perhaps the Inspector needs a little more time to catch on. He's not very good at understanding women's feelings, to be honest. Hey, I'm still here, you know. It's no use, I've had it. I haven't got her anything and the day's almost over. You won't solve your problem with that kind of attitude. Don't get so worried, try to relax. Tell me, think about the view from this balcony. Beautiful, really. How about you, Inspector? If any crimes going on, it's too far away for me to see it. I think it's stunning. Evening sunlight like now. Night really comes alive. Yes, you showed me the view from here over the river city lights once, the night of the Riverside Festival. It was breathtaking, actually. For some reason, however tired I'm feeling, looking at this view gives me a new lease on life. And at night, look at each little pinprick of light and imagine that's a family living in my city. It just makes me want to do everything I can to be their mayor. Well, when you put it like that, I suppose it's a bit more than just a view. That's right, isn't it? Why don't you all stay and watch as it gets dark? Won't be long now. I wish I could, but time isn't on my side. No? Shame. I'm sure if you could afford the time, it would do you good. Perhaps you'd even think of a good idea. Thank you much for the advice, Pepper. We've got some thinking to do before the evening is properly upon us. Yes, that is a clue to the case. Just roll with it. Roll with it. I feel like speaking to Pepper has given me the seed of an idea, but it's not quite formed yet. Don't give up, miss. This is a tricky case, but I know you can solve it. Still not sure if this really counts as a case. Oh, forget it. Evening's upon us. We're basically out of time. Oh no, Inspector. It's too soon to throw in the towel. You owe it to your wife to keep on trying. Look, I appreciate everything you've done. Giving up your day off to help me is more than I deserve. But it's nearly the end of the day. I can't leave my poor little lemon alone all bleeding day, can I? Sad thing, always thinking about her. I wish I could have made her birthday special like she wanted. But I've only got myself to blame. Looks like I'll just have to go home empty-handed. Don't waste any more time on me. Go home yourselves and at least enjoy what's left of the day. Inspector? Gosh, poor man, he looks smaller than usual somehow. I feel we've let him down. I wish there was something we could do. Ben himself has given up. I think we'd better head back to the office. Oh, hello! This is a face. This is a face of a person. Layton fans rejoice. Oh, if it isn't Katrielle Layton. Hello, Dean Delmona. What a pleasant surprise bumping into you here. I'm as surprised as you, yes. Who's this old mophead? This is the Dean of Gressenheller University, Shirl. He's an old acquaintance of Miss Layton. I wonder if our meeting like this was actually inevitable. What do you mean? Well, my granddaughter has sent me another puzzle, you see. It's got me stumped. I can't think of anyone more likely to be able to solve it than you, Katrielle. I suppose one advantage of having characters that don't need voice acting is that you can just bring them back whenever you want. Professor's written a sum on the board. The writing on the left expresses the fraction on the right. What number should go in the empty space at the bottom right? Do 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 do. It's tempting to say that this is a fraction bar, but I don't think it is. Like, part of me is screaming. It's sideways. It says 110 and then it says 10 and 10. But then I'm not sure how to get from 110 to the fraction 110. I mean, 10 out of 100 is 110. That would be backwards. And not just like backwards, not like up to down, not like down to up backwards, but like this half over this half would then mean 10 over 10, so the bottom right number would be 1. But I don't know if that's solid enough of an answer. I feel like there could be something else to it. But oh, wait, I see it now. I see it now. I was right, it is sideways. And that's not a fraction bar. That's a percent sign. This says 10%, that says 1%. That's 100.
I've seen how to solve this now. And that's how it's done.
It's a really stupid way to write a percent sign, but that's why it's a puzzle. Thank you, that's marvelous. My angel will be so pleased. I'm happy I could be of assistance, Delmona. You don't look your usual cheerful self, Katrielle. Is something on your mind? Very perceptive, Dean. I'm a little stumped myself, working on a very difficult case. Well, perhaps I can help. Why don't you tell me all about it? I have worse handwriting, not just seen it. Do you know Inspector Hastings of Scotland Yard? It's his wife's birthday. Oh, yes, I've certainly heard of him. News of his exploits are always in the papers. Yes, well, the thing is, he forgot it was Mrs. Hastings' special day and failed to get her a present. Oh dear, that is a predicament. I think his hairpiece just jumped in the air. I've been trying desperately to help him find something, but we've drawn a blank. She'll be so disappointed if he doesn't even manage to rustle up a present. I see, but listen carefully, Katrielle. Presents are all well and good, but they're not the be-all and end-all. That was quite a lot of alls. I didn't quite follow. Haven't you ever heard the expression, it's the thought that counts? That doesn't mean thinking about a present necessarily. It's thinking about celebrating together. About all the things his wife does for him, about how much he loves her. Personally, I'd say telling the woman how he feels about such things would be far more valuable than any gift he could ever give. Telling her how he feels about her. Gosh, it's all very romantic, isn't it, miss? Thank you, Dean. You've given me something to chew on. Well, good luck, young lady, and don't give up. Your father wouldn't, would he? I must be off. Do show your face at the university sometimes. Don't give up. Don't want to, but certainly... We've more or less lost the last of the daylight now. You mustn't neglect yourself, Miss Layton. You need to put your feet up sometimes. Why don't we go back to the office? I just feel like I'm on the brink of a great idea to do. Okay, so the last two NPCs in a row have all said presents don't matter. Seems a little redundant. Whee! How strange. What is it, pinstripes? It just feels different somehow, even though nothing actually appears to have changed. When I pause to think about it, yes, it sort of feels desolate. Aha, that's because there aren't any people about. That's it, yes, you're quite right, the street is deserted. Nothing happening on Chancellor Lane? That's unheard of. Perhaps it's because we talked to everyone here before. Perhaps that made them disappear. That can't happen, can it? No, Ernest, I was only joking. There has to be someone about. Let's head up the street. I'm sure we'll find some signs of life. Suddenly it's the apocalypse, and the whole mystery was actually about solving the end of the world. Oh wait, I'm sorry, this isn't one of the first 6 Layton games, it can't be that epic. There's no one around here either. Wait a minute, over there, look. The last man standing on Chancellor Lane. Stop being creepy. I wonder why there are so few people around. You. Excuse me, sir, would you happen to know why there's nobody around? The answer's simple. It has to do with the special day it is. Well, that's Godwin's Day. Yes, indeed. A day of rest for all London's inhabitants. Everyone must be home soon, safe in their houses. The children out at play back inside. Everything still. Like this. Our children live in different houses. They're all talking about the route they take to get home. Find B's house based on the statements. They're all starting from different places. So that means each of them picks a starting lane. A does not have to cross a single bridge, so they go in a straight line. I cross a bridge with a lamppost once. 2 bridges with lampposts. And then I cross a bridge with a tree. They all take the shortest route home. So if you're taking the shortest route home, you wouldn't use the lamppost bridge and the tree bridge. if you lived in 2 or 3. So that would mean that C, starting on the right lane and using the bridges to cross over to house 2. D crosses the bridge at the tree once. So they're probably starting here and going to house 3. A doesn't have to cross a single bridge, but B does cross the bridge with the lamppost, which puts them starting in the 3rd lane going to house 4, while A is taking a straight shot to house 1.
I've seen how to solve this now. Puzzles are made for solving.
It seems you aren't aware of all the traditions of Godwin's Day. All the traditions? What do you mean? This is a day of rest, when no work is to be done. That's not all this day dictates. Whatever fun thou hast by day, come eventide, go home to play. That's the old adage of Godwin's Day. You mustn't forget it. Look around you. Others haven't forgotten, have they? Begone, home with you, lest you break an important tradition. Come eventide, go home to play. I've never heard of that little rhyme before. Well, it explains why the street is as dead as a dodo. Don't talk about my dodos that way. I play Animal Crossing every single day, and I love those guys. Except for, you know, how ludicrously slow it is to utilize their services. And Katrielle has solved the case. Have you solved the mystery of how Inspector Hastings can make his wife happy? Does it have something to do with spending time together? Does it have something to do with public support? Is it a special day? Is it the evening time? Are there beautiful city lights? We're gonna show some appreciation. I'm making fun, but I'll admit they go a little further than you might expect than just finally. The obvious answer here is that he shouldn't have been worried about a present in the first place. He should have just been with his wife, blah blah blah. But a little something more than that happened, so let's just get through. You've come up with something, I don't believe it. I'll explain everything later. Cheryl, for now I need you and Ernest to do something for me. Anything you say, miss. Fine, I'll bite. Although Super Snitch doesn't deserve it. Thank you. Listen carefully. Do exactly what I say. What are you going to do, Miss Layton? I'm going to go and fetch the inspector. But it's too late, surely. Not at all. It's just about to start. The present I have in mind will only work after dark. Never mind that for now. Just follow these instructions.
It looks so pretty.
Nice, isn't it, love?
Not so many lights tonight. I suppose most people are asleep. We haven't come here for donkey's ears, have we?
Nah. Huh?
What? Oh, did you do that for me?
Well, you know.
And to think I was annoyed with you for not getting me a present this year. Honestly, you. Oh.
Cat, I don't know how to repay you. You really saved my bacon. Just look at all those lights, eh? Blimey.
They actually did something. The public's supporting him. They're taking advantage of the view of the city lights. And it does manifest as a gesture that shows appreciation rather than a physical material presence. So the pieces of the case do fit, and I give them credit for the creative gesture, but it still seems like a really obvious lesson in how to handle showing someone you love them by, like, spending actual time with them. Because yes, it's tricky for him being one of the heads of Scotland Yard and constantly having to deal with crime. But, still.
Actually, it's thanks to you that so many people agreed to turn on their lights like that tonight.
Thanks to me.
In order to spell out the words, we delivered notes to 186 separate households.
That looked like more than 186, but okay.
This is what I wrote. We are asking you to turn on all your lights when it gets dark at the end of the bank holiday. You'll be helping to deliver a message for one of London's most faithful servants, Inspector Hastings, CID.
You what?
Everyone who turned on their lights tonight did so as an expression of gratitude to you, Inspector, for all your hard work and devotion to your job, for keeping us all safe.
Well, I don't know what to say. Thank you, London. And thank you, Katrielle.
Oh, he said my full name. Yeah, just do us a favor, Hastings, and like put in for Felicity's birthday as a day off, like immediately, and then stick with it and just be with her and learn your darn lesson.
Let's not forget, Pinstripes and I were the dog's bodies that actually posted all 100 and... My poor, poor...
Miss Layton, a parcel's arrived for you from Inspector Hastings.
Ah, a little thank you, perhaps. Oh, what's this? One of my Little Lemon's homemade cakes for you, to say thanks for the other day. Enjoy.
Gosh, that does look good.
Oh, wait. He's written more on the back. It's our wedding anniversary coming up, so you might want to get thinking about that.
What was that you were saying about him using my full name and being, like, somewhat respectable in the end?
Ha! Who does he think I am? Katrielle Layton, private detective and party planner?
And so Inspector Hastings celebrated his wife's birthday with her in style. The Battle of Hastings was won. Not a single eye lost. But next time, Inspector, plan your own parties, or you'll get one in the eye from me. And again, just put in for the day off if you want to spend time with that significant other. And it doesn't even matter. Just, like, be with them. Remind them that you love them because you need to hear it sometimes. It's not a hard lesson, but for some reason, in so much media, men are portrayed as unable to understand that. Here's the epilogue. Did Katrielle and the others enjoy the cake I baked them? What are you talking about? Of course they enjoyed it. My little lemon makes the best cakes in all of London. Steady on, dear. You'll make me blush. I'm glad they liked it. Well, you might have to get used to a bit of blushing. That business on your birthday taught me a lesson. I gotta voice my feelings more. Oh, you. I don't need you to voice anything. Just having you by my side is enough for me. Although the odd expression of emotion wouldn't go amiss. Yes. I should think I can manage an odd expression or two. That's something to look forward to, isn't it? Now then, there's a cake waiting for you at home, so shake a leg. Really? You made one for me too? I can't wait. I bet Kat and the others were arguing over who got the last piece. But it's me! Well, if they really enjoyed it as much as you say, I'm very pleased. I wanted to show my appreciation for them arranging that delightful display of lights. Well, it was Katrielle's idea, wasn't it? You didn't come up with that. Oh, I didn't think... No. Sorry. Oh, it's nothing to be sorry about, dear. Standing there under the stars watching it with you was quite magical. It was really the most wonderful birthday I've ever had. And quite amazing, really, the fact that all those people were willing to help. For you. Because you work so hard every day to help keep them safe and sound. Blimey, well... Was it at that time? Well, I should... Then you should... Alright, here goes. It's because of you. That's what lets me work so hard. To know when I've got my little lemon. Oh, that's so sweet. It means so much to me to hear you say that. I want to write it down and put it in a frame. Good. Yes. Very good. Keep up the good work, dear. Thanks. And you, my little lemon. Alright, bonus time. I take it we still don't have all these recipes yet. We do have all the hors d'oeuvres. We're still missing a soup. And a main dish. 2 desserts. So we need 4 more recipes before I can do this properly. But we're closer than we've been. Of course. Alright, welcome to the Angel's Attic. Everyone wants the hearts. Oh, okay, this one's interesting, because there's only 4 of the hearts. And she will buy up any extras she passes. So she's like an obstacle. She won't buy up any of the other jewelry, but she has to get through only taking 1 heart to leave 1 for the other 2. First one only needs to pass by 1 additional display. Perhaps this. Why would you do a full loop in this instance? I don't understand why the person would double back after they pass this case. And they could just keep going straight up to the... If I put it there, they go straight up to the door. But if I put it here, they need to loop around. Why? This is what I mean when I don't understand the rules of this sometimes. Based on this, you would pass by, like, every case. Let's see how things go. Oh wait, no, the sapphires probably need to be in the loop. Four of them. Let's just see how that goes, and then I can make adjustment. That's fine. Oh, now you take that path. I mean, that's good, though. Oh, but you skipped a second ruby. That almost completely worked. Keyword, almost. Okay, so let me do this. See if that helps. Oh, but you don't. Is that where I had it before? I don't think it is. But then she's not gonna go up. Oh my god. Hmm. So I've got a pretty bad assumption. I must be making a very bad assumption if I'm like that close, but there's no clear way to replace it. Like, there's gotta be something fundamentally wrong with what I'm... Oh, you skipped. Oof. That's considered closer. Maybe that can work? Yes! Haha! Eat it! Eat it, nerds. I still don't know... Oh, actually, I guess I do understand why you loop around there. Either way. There's only one level left in this minigame. Probably see it next week. Okay, so, again, forgot to save after last time, and I can't seem to remember how I did this one. I don't suppose you remember the sequence of moves I made to get my progress back, do you? I mean, I've got it on a VOD. I could always just go look at the VOD to remind myself how I did it. Yeah, I remember breaking the box. The issue there was when I broke the box today, I didn't quite remember where to go from there. Okay, there's the box broken. I didn't mean to do that. And see, now I've got all those holes filled, but then, for some reason, I can't get him to the goal. But I remember there was some sort of way to stop him. Oh, I know what I did wrong. Or do I? Blue first? But then that kills me. Oh, I move before I break the box. Oh, right, because then the hole stops him. And then breaking the box does the job from there. That I can fill that hole on the left. That's the part I was missing. But I did it correctly last week. Okay. Now on to the actual new level. Actually, let's go save that before I lose it again. It's a fine puzzle, just don't need to do it a third time. Well, actually, that was technically my third time, because if I count the time I did it on 3DS. Oh, okay, this one can be done in 3 moves. And I like that, because that narrows my options considerably. So let's see. The arrow's coming to play, so I probably need to land on this arrow one way or another. Likely by going through this whole rigmarole. Of course I need to break the box in front of the goal, or else it's not possible in the slightest. Let me just verify that the balls don't conform to the arrows. Oh, they do. Oh, they very much do. Not just sure. That was a good thing to check. Let's see. Then I could break. Okay, if I move him one space forward after moving the pink switch, and then I move him to the right, assume these boxes are broken. If I can move him to the right, and switches... Well, no, the pink switch would still be up, because I can't flip the pink switch when I'm on it. So that would block... Because I was thinking... Sending him to the right from here. Move him into the arrow, and that arrow, so on. Or like I could stop him at the... There wouldn't be a good place to stop him, though. Never mind, then. On... Really, you got it that quickly. And if I trace this back... Then how do I get him to this up arrow? Well, one way I could finish is if I get him to this up arrow on the left side, it would send him on a journey through all of these, but this box would also have to be broken. But that's a simple enough task because I could do that with one of these balls. Actually, I can't do it with the ball on the left because it's gonna get hit by this arrow anyway. And even if I lower the switches for the ball on the left, it's gonna get caught in the goal and create an impasse. So I have to break that box with the ball on the right for sure. So then that begs the question, do I need to stop the ball here in front of the pink switch, or do I need to stop it on the pink switch, or do I need to let it keep going and break this box as well? In which case it'll stop here at this wall. Or is that even the box I really need to break it with? Do I need to use this green ball and this one on that same journey? Because I could. It would still break both boxes. But actually the purple one, if I lower the purple one, it should break every box. That's an interesting. Oh shoot, no, 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 I wasn't trying to do that. No, no, no. Alright, purple would not be able to finish because I can't have all the switches down without releasing one of the other balls. Pink is the only switch I can press that doesn't release a ball. So whichever other switch I press. Okay, but even if I try out some orders, I also have to try out with the pink switch up and with the pink switch down. But I assume I want more of them down than up. Unless I'm talking about this purple one. Then I probably want to reverse that. Somehow I don't think that's what I was going for. Blue first this time. Now bring on the yellow. Purple first this time. Right. Ah, but that's the thing. The purple one gets stopped by the pink here or the pink there. No way around that. How would I get to this arrow? I would need... I would need a ball here. Or a ball there. I need to... Oh. So it's that simple then. I need to line up the 4 balls so that I can have him go right up into the 4th ball and then left into the arrow that I identified earlier to make 3 moves. This is just creating a giant thread of balls. Okay. Or it might not necessarily be 1, 2, 3, 4 balls either. It might just be that I'm able to stop the ball prematurely before it hits the wall because of the whole hit a ball. The first one stops and passes on its momentum quality. But the point is I need a ball in this spot. Right here. This tile. Oh, so it is. But I'm having trouble seeing how it's possible to get the 4 in a line with the whole purple switch situation, though. Because again, the purple, I can only have the pink in those 2 positions. So if I want to let the purple pass through these boxes, it's just going to get stopped up here at this pink. But if I don't want it to stop at that pink, then it's just going to stop here at this pink instead. Although, if I stop it at this pink, no, it can't get pushed by the blue because the blue also needs the pink down to let anything through. Let's try... Let's try this. I don't know why this isn't suddenly calling to me, but it's in. That didn't go the way I thought. Does yellow just end up there regardless? Right, yellow first then. Purple. Nope. That gets me so close yet so far. Maybe blue isn't second. Maybe purple is. Maybe purple is second. Got to lower the pink. That still just puts the blue there, though. Okay, now do the blue. Victory is mine. I forgot to lower the purple. That was not the undo button. Victory is mine. I should have read the name of the puzzle. I should have read the description of the puzzle. Womp womp womp. Thank you, puzzle, for trying to tell me your answer. I did not listen, because as we established in case 9, men don't listen. And I'm not helping our case. Also, I'm gonna save. Forgot to save last time and I had to redo the whole 8th puzzle. It was a thing. We found a few new collection items. The music box. Next week on Layton's Mystery Journey, the most obvious pun in the world for that character. There's an inside job. We're getting a case from the agency. I'm sure it'll be a wild time. So that was a joke because The Importance of Being Earnest is a play by Oscar Wilde. It's like Wilde, but there's an E at the end of his name. That'll be next Tuesday. Meantime, this Saturday I'm streaming again with another underappreciated gem. I'll be giving a guided tour of Ikenfell, an RPG that I played a few months back. But more Layton on Tuesday. Have a good night, everybody.